What's up, beautiful, beautiful people? How are you guys doing today? Luffy, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys real quick about the PPP and the big banks. Specifically in this case, Wells Fargo. I want to take you guys kind of through some new information that I found out yesterday about my personal application, my personal PPP application, and some information that I found out. This is the big thing. The information I found out that proves that Wells Fargo and potentially other banks, we've known for a while they weren't processing these loans at, first come first serve, but now I have definitive proof given to me by a representative at Wells Fargo that they are not processing these applications on a first come first serve basis. I have dates, names, everything. I was about to expose these people, but honestly they've been exposed. That's why they have lawsuits out against them. We've known this for a while. If you guys have been watching my videos, you guys know I've been talking about this for weeks now. But I have more proof, so I want to share with you guys real quick. Back on April 3rd, PPP officially went live. At that time, Wells Fargo, the only thing that you could even do with them was indicate that you were interested and basically say, hey, click a little box, I'm interested in the PPP. I got a spot in line. That's all that was pretty much available at that time. So I, did that on the very first day, very first opportunity. I submitted my PPP application on the 6th, I believe, of April. So that following Monday, I actually submitted my application to the PPP. And if you guys probably know, 13 days was all that it took for the PPP to run out of money. So application went live on the 13th. The 16th, money ran out, right? I got verification yesterday, literally just yesterday, that Wells Fargo didn't even start working on my application. They didn't even open my file. That's what the lady told me. She said they started your application, like they started working on your application on the 16th, the day the money ran out. If that doesn't convince all of y'all right then and there, switch over to like a small regional bank or credit union or something. Let me dive a little deeper, right? So on the 16th, they verified my payroll information on the 25th. It was sent to the SBA on the 29th, and I was approved on the 29th. The SBA approved me on the 29th. Until today's May 2nd, I've yet to sign off on the funds or receive the, deposit into my account or anything. That's cool. It's fine. I'm not pressed really about it right now. What I'm trying to figure out is, why did they not start my application until the day the funds ran out from the first round? And in fact, I'm going to assume that the majority of folks' application, they never started until around the 15th, 16th, that week after Easter. And if you slid in, that's probably when you got in with a big bank. They probably slid you in at the last minute. But the fact that I showed them I was interested, I filled out the application. Now, granted, PPP, I didn't fill it out as quickly as I did EIDL. EIDL, I was on top of it. EIDL, to me, like I told you guys in my last video, that should have been the premier program from the stimulus package. That's what I put a lot more stake in than the Paycheck Protection Program. So I still applied for it, but I wasn't one of the first people. My SBA number is, the last digits are about 40,000, to give you some frame of reference, like how early I had applied for the program. And that was just on the short form. I also applied long form. So, I was on top of the EIDL. PPP, I applied the following Monday, April 6th. They didn't even look at the application until 10 days later. They never even looked at my application. Now, granted, thankfully, I'm going to get these funds. I have a loan number from the SBA, so I could check in the E-Tran system. They verified. I spoke to them yesterday. They verified with me the lender, the loan amount, the dates, and everything. But let this be further proof to you guys that these big banks, they're not working in your favor. They never were working in your favor if you're a small business owner. It's crazy because a lot of times small business owners, we have this thing where it's like you want to grow out of the circle that you're in, right? Like you don't want to be the big fish in a little pond. You want to be the big fish in the big pond. But the reality is the way a lot of these banks look at us as little guppies in the ocean, and we get eaten alive. And that's proof that that's what's happened. That's exactly what happened during round one of funding. If that's what it is, okay, that's what I've been telling you guys for weeks now. But I need to, at least me personally, I'm redoing my entire relationship with, my banking relationships. I'm not banking with a multinational corporation until I have multinational moves to make. That's the way I'm looking at it, because there's nothing that you can really offer me that, local community bank can't do. And to be honest, when it comes to something like banking, I want to be the big fish. I don't care about the size of the pond. I want to be the big fish. I want to be cared to and tended to regardless of whatever competition is around me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to give you guys some quick updates on the PPP, Wells Fargo. You guys should have already known this from all the videos I've been making, all the news reports that have been out there. These people are getting sued. Okay, not by me personally, but there's class action lawsuits that are against, Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, for the way that they handled this in round one of funding. Now, I've gone into like some of the issues that have occurred in round two, especially with the SBA. A lot of those issues are from the SBA because the SBA tried to right their wrongs. The SBA keeps trying to right the wrongs of the banks by punishing small business owners instead of actually punishing the banks, and you saw that by throttling the number of applications that they accepted from each bank instead of setting limits on the amount of loans. So they would say that, 350, we're only approving 350 applications from each bank per hour, instead of saying as a way to shift their focus and attention to the smaller banks, let them process their people, instead of just saying it's based off of the loan size. That's directly proportionate to how big your company is. Like if you don't want people, in this second round of funding to be taking out $10 million loans, well, why don't you cap, instead of doing 350, per bank cap, or instead of setting out 8-hour periods where only banks with less than $1 billion in assets can apply or submit their information on the E-Trans system, how about you set a limit on what the actual loan amount is? Because it doesn't, it seems like PR to me, like you're greenwashing in a way, because most of the people with big payroll numbers, they probably got through in round one. Let's keep it $150, But yeah, I just want to make this real quick for you guys. Give you more definitive proof. I just talked to the lady yesterday. She confirmed all this information. Remember, it went live on the 13th. It ran out in 13 days. I applied on the 3rd. Sorry, it went live on the 3rd. It ran out in 13 days, which puts us at the 16th is when the funds ran out. That's the day Wells Fargo decided to open up my application. That's just one testimonial, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you appreciate the content that I make, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below. Tell me what else you guys want me to talk about, what else you guys want to learn about. I'm fully devoted to giving you guys as much raw information as possible on finance, investing, and how you can secure your financial now and your financial future. So thank you guys once again. One love. I'm out.